The first question is, who are you and what do you do as a job?
My name is David Hudson. I am a self-employed farm worker and contractor.
Okay. Alright, what does your job include, and can you tell me what a typical day looks like as a farmer, and what time do you need to wake up, how many hours are spent working, etc, etc?
Well, my jobs include lambing of sheep at this time of year, which I can be up in the night. As the other night I was up at 1 o'clock in the morning still, and then I got up at 5:30 the other morning to lamb sheep, and then after that I go off to work for a couple of farmers that I work for, which is just general farm work. One's a beef farm, which I feed all the cattle and do just general farm work on there, and the other one's a dairy farm and sheep farm, which I do all the mucking out and bedding up and sorting of sheep out and just general farm work. And in the summertime, for my contracting business, we do silage work, which is obviously picking grass up and doing all the other work that goes with it, like mowing and foraging and everything else, etc, etc.
Is it a family business?
Well, my father had the farm originally, but over the years, with different things happening and us being a big family, we had to sell some of it off, and me and my brother had to go out to work. So it started off, it's a family farm, yeah.
Okay. When did you become a farmer, and what does the lineage look like? Will your kids take over the farm for you?
Well, I started working on the farm as soon as I could get outside, really, but it's one of them. I used to go to school, come home, get the cows in, do a bit of milking, right from I was 10, 11-year-old, really, driving tractors and stuff like that, scraping out. Obviously, we had dairy cows in there, I've gone now at home, and well, yeah, you never know what's going to happen in the future with who takes over, but we shall see.
You can't imagine your son doing that. I think he might have a different passion.
I think he might, yes.
Right, could you break down the annual routine costs of the farm, and has your profit ratio grown in the time since you started running the farm?
The annual running costs a bit difficult to say, really, because it changes every year, one way or the other, just depending on what your stock's worth, as in your sheep and stuff. Ours just being a very small farm is a bit more uppy downy, and over the years it seems to be harder to basically make ends meet, because price of machinery and stuff like that's just gone through the roof. One of the biggest problems we're having now is insurances as well. They're just getting out of hand. So it is, and the price that we charge for our work that we do hasn't really gone up a lot in the last 20 years because of just the way farming is. So it is quite difficult to put a figure on stuff, but there's not a lot of profit in it.
Alright. This one just says how many employees.
Well, I just obviously being self-employed, I work for myself in the winter time, but at summertime I can employ up to 3 or 4 different people in certain days.
Okay. What are the main priorities on the farm?
Sheep at the moment. We just have sheep, lamb and ewes, and some more sold with lambs at foot, or we do keep some for breeding, and we sell some of the lamb stores, and also we have a contracting business as well.
How many hours do you work a day?
Like another one, it's depending. If I've been up in the morning lambing and stuff, I can start at 5:30, and sometimes I'll finish till 5, 6 o'clock at night. and then maybe go out again at 10 if there's something lambing. So, and silage time same in the summer if we're busy. So you start really early in the morning, work all day. You could do a good 18 hours a day. So it just depends on weather and depends on the seasonal work that we're doing, really.
Of course. What exactly does the farm do?
Just like I said before, it's sheep and contracting, basically. Sheep for breeding sheep for and breeding lambs and selling them, and then the contracting business works for silage time and stuff in the summer.
Right. What kind of vehicles do you use?
We have a Valtra tractor and we have a Crown forager, and I have my pickup that I use for work and moving the sheep about. We have a quad bike, and the farms I work on have like load hauls, miniature load hauls, and a JCB load haul at the other farm. They have one farm has Valtras, the other one has New Hollands and Fence. So we use quite a lot of different types of machinery, really.
Mm. How do you feel the government is treating farmers at the moment?
Well, you can tell by all the media stuff at the moment that the farmers feel like they're getting a really bad hit with it all. The inheritance tax is a big thing that they're twining about now, and just the fact that the just don't seem to encourage people to farm, and a lot of young ones aren't interested because there's not enough money in the farming industry because of what's happening with all the prices of the stuff they produce, because the government's not really helping, and someday they'll realise that if the industry disappears, where's all the food going to come from?
Absolutely. And to add on that, have you noticed a difference in being able to run a farm under different governments like Labour and Conservatives?
It's not really. It's not really a thing nowadays. That years ago, they said they could tell a difference, but like the time I've been in it, whichever government's in, none of them seem to really encourage the farming community at all. They make out on when they're interviewed on telly that they are, but since I've been working on farms and farming, it just doesn't feel like they're back in anyway at all.
Mm. And this one, which is just a complete departure from the other question. Have you ever thought of bringing other animals onto the farm other than sheep?
Yeah, we have done in the past. You could probably bring cattle on as well. It's just sheep are more easy to buy because you get more sheep for the price of cattle a lot dearer. And but yeah, it's in the future. You would never know if there come an opportunity. We could definitely have cattle there.
Right, that's it.
Okay.